morning, friends, lovers, children of all ages. I bring you to the banks of the Cherry Creek in downtown Denver, along the Cherry Creek Drive, where pollution, like homelessness, is a problem. We're currently looking at the sun rising. It's that early in the morning or late in the day, based on the equinox cycles. We're going to be outside the studios of Fox 31 and Channel 2 News in Denver, where at this time, just blocks from the American Red Cross, there is an encampment cleanup actively underway. This area of Denver is quite an interesting blend, because Spear Avenue, which is a diagonal and cuts through much of the city, presents itself here. We're at Grant, which is cut across, so we're at angles here. And the angles are really because of this water right here. You don't move the water, you build around it. Back, yo, Bama. Good morning, y'all. What a long day we had yesterday. 7 or so hours of live continuous streaming in downtown Denver, where flags burned, the homeless struggled, extreme believers in their faith, Christians, came out to talk to people who were against homelessness, against police brutality, against racism and inequality, about how killing their babies is bad. And that didn't go so well. We had at least one guy with the golden colors of the of the Proud Boys, and there was a couple of other incidences in which the people, sometimes where there's just one piece of trash, you just can't leave it, because then you end up picking up 20 others in guilt. Or you can look at a block and say, wow, that wasn't too dirty, and I made it a lot better. The only problem is that that's a poop bag, and I'm not picking that up. I don't have gloves on. So this is the encampment that I said we were going to be coming to. And I want to remind you, the city of Denver has published that it spent $400,000. Are you looking at me? Are you going somewhere? All right, you stopped. Has spent over $400,000 in the month of December to move and relocate people from living on the streets to living on the streets. They spent $400,000 saying, move along to somewhere else, not here, but you're also not allowed to have property. You can't live outdoors. And if you were on my TrueTube site, truetube.live this morning, or you can go there now, you would see that it's possible to live in a different way. Because on the TrueTube site this morning, truetube.live/channel/cut the plastic, we showed what a safe outdoor camping site looked like. We showed what it looked like to have tents and housing and bathrooms and porta potties and quietness in the morning. Not garbage men with garbage trucks with other stuff. So the metropolitan annual count of unhoused people is a count of 31,207. But we'll call it 31,000. And if you spent True, TRUTUBE .live. TRUTUBE, TrueTube. You can look at an safe outdoor camping space. That's right, TrueTube.live, .live. There's a dot in the middle. And the reason we want you to know about TrueTube is that, unlike YouTube, they're not cutting our feeds when protests go wryly. They're not hiding us and killing that information for the public record. So that's one reason. Yes, this is an encampment cleanup at 5th and Lincoln. We knew it was coming. We're not surprised by this. Just another daily activity. I'm going to see what I can do to set you all up right there to watch this for a second while I go get myself a muffin for breakfast. Folks, right over there, you can barely see him. That's Crash Landon. He's waving hello. I want a mod to go find him and go put the link in the video, please. Crash is another Denver Metro resident, who's going to be live streaming and does community outreach. Crash Landon. Morning, Steve Lewitz, Rob B1, DJ Nix, Lost Generations, YouTube U812, Becky O, EJ Nix, Steven, good morning, Steven Mazur. Oh, did I get my numbers wrong, Rob? Let's see, it's $400,000 divided by 31. That's $10,000? $1,000. Oh, they moved to $1,000 a piece. I'm sorry. It's still more expensive to house them. My bad. Crash Landon, Landon. Anybody find that yet? 1.6, $1,600 per person, the cost of an average unit. Do you think they actually moved 31,000 people though? Do you think they moved 5,000? That's the real question. And the reason that we're asking these questions is they don't know, because they're not doing counts. They're not counting the number of people. They're not getting their names and information to provide services and housing for them. So they have no frame of reference to the exact numbers of people that they're moving. Do you follow? Did Becky O, can you do that for me, please? Find Lost Generation. I really want to see his link up in my feed. Well, they're not in homes. I'll tell you that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Crash Landon on YouTube. We're pushing it. I gotta find a link. We're working on it. And Einstein's Bagel for breakfast. Thank you for the donors that did that this morning. Nothing like carb loading. Twisted ankle. I'm out of whack today. But here we go. We're just going to drive up and scoop some more stuff up. They're taking photos and video, it looks like, of it, though, as they do it. Here's the garbage that we're hauling. Here's a mattress. That distance from here. I can't tell what all that, if that's foaming for a bed. There is definitely a mattress in this pile. Twisted my ankle videotaping people trying to break into the unit that were not safe yesterday. It is how the government mismanages tax money. EJ. I don't think that it's really a Republican or Democratic control thing. I think it's about providing the well, Rob, that's a problem, right? We can't truly help people that aren't ready for help, right? That's one true answer. As a recovered crack cocaine addict, I did live in my vehicle. I did not have physical roofing and structure at more than one point in my life. I've been unhoused. I spent the summer of 2015 couch surfing, crashing at people's places. After graduating college with honors and being forced to move out 2 weeks later due to a landlord who wanted to raise rents on us. So I do know what it's like to be unhoused. I do know what it's like to live in addiction. What I am hoping to find out what it's like is to have my mods post the link for another channel on my page so that I can promote somebody. That's what I'd really like right now. Is it possible for anybody to do that? Anybody find us? I've already lost the name of the channel. Remind me again. Crash Landon. Landon. Not landing. Like crash landing, but Crash Landon. Please, somebody find that link. Cut the plastic, you're having a hard time. Well, CrashLandon. Denver. That's what I would type. You're in Denver? Yeah. That's what he says. I don't know. I don't have my second phone on me right now, so I can't do that for myself. Landon, Landon. Do it in the YouTube bar, and then scroll down past a few crash landing videos, probably in the subscriber persons. Crash Landon, Landon, DPD. Have you been videotaping many police departments lately?
I was at a couple protests with tear gas, so...
Ha ha ha! Okay, so I guess he was at a couple of protests where they were tear gassed at the DPDs. So, think about that for a second when you're looking for them. Well, so it's interesting, the disbursement of money, right? Because do you give the banks money to give to the landlords, or do you give the tenants money to pay their rent so that they can pay the landlord so that the landlord can pay the bank? Because otherwise the bank gets money that it doesn't give to the tenants to give to the landlord to satisfy its debts, right? So that's a problem in and of itself. If the tenant gets the money, the tenant will spend the money. If the tenant doesn't need to spend the money, we find that they spend it on other things, right? Would I buy a transmission for my car if I got a $1,200 check from the government tomorrow? Probably right. Yes, he is live right now. There we go. Crash Landon. Thank you. All right, I want you all to go hit the thumbs up on him. Follow, like, subscribe, share, all that jazz. And the reason is that we're going to be doing some things in the community. I can't be at all things, right? Sometimes there's people who are younger who have different schedules and they don't have twisted ankles and shoulders that don't want to work at 8 o'clock or 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning. And so other people get to do the work. We carry it around. It might be that you're watching protest feeds and you need 6 angles because we're all at different locations. And because we got to support all the auditors, right? We got to support those who are using their journalistic features to show the reality of this world today. Some of you can go follow, like, join him. I'm not going to keep this live all morning. I got to go to jobs and other stuffs. But we're going to keep it here for a little bit. Becky, put it up. Thank you. Hi, Bruce. I really appreciate it. That's what I look for, in a good auditor. And a good, whatchamacallit. If you've got the blue thumb, you should be able to do some things to help your mods out. That's it, moderator. I don't have a gimbal and I don't have a tripod this morning. Waking up was hard to do after 8 hours of straight feed. So we're gonna do our best. Get a good angle on this for you here. There you go. Yeah, that's kind of the point I'm pushing at here is when you see all this space and the cost of the cleanup on this effort this morning, yeah, it's necessary. We don't want trash. But did you provide housing for any of these people? Did you have them connected with case management? Were they physically able? I mean, look at it. They're just closed the tent up. All the things that are inside, tossed away. And by the way, I'm standing like 20 feet from any human being, which is why you can hear me clearly without a mask on. So there you have it, folks. It's still a trash pit. Litter, pollution, everywhere. There's debris that has not been mitigated, but all the signs show that there's still trash on the ground. So let's go take a look. Did we get all the needle caps and points? No, there's plastic from IV needles laying around all over the place, right? So there's screws. Lots of caps. Tampons, plastic, hand warmer packages, tent frame pieces. There's somebody's lock. Lots of plastics just all over the ground. It's like they didn't even sweep the place up. So that thing has a broom head available for it, right? So there's lots of trash. They use the grabber to grab heavy material. They left stuff on the other side of this fence line with zero effort to clean it up. There's a piss bottle. So the reason that EHS is supposed to be out here is to mitigate human biological matter. That piss bottle is human biological matter that they failed to pick up. Trash everywhere. They left this place littered. And that's the concern that my tax dollars are going to continue to push on, is that it's still a mess. There's still garbage here, right? They had a shovel out, but they didn't get it all. They left a ton of stuff. I mean, they could have gotten 75% quite easily. Another half hour's worth of labor. Get the governor's chief of staff out here with his garbage grabber. Governor, the mayor's, of course. Evan Dreyer. So, that's what it's left like. So we'll talk to y'all later. Have a great day. Don't forget to go check out Crash Landon on YouTube.